Hello, welcome back. First video of 2025. If you enjoyed my previous video, thank you for watching. Thank you for those who commented with the support. It was very close. Almost didn't get to 1500, but we did. So yeah, now that that series is over, I'm going to start kind of a new series, and it is called Guess the Move. And basically, we're going to play it together. And the way this works is I'm going to present you guys with a bunch of games that were played by grandmasters or masters, generally, games that hopefully will be instructive in some form or another. And I'm going to guess the move, what I think I would play. And you guys should play along at home if you want. You can write a pen, like with a pen and some paper like I'm going to do, just so that I can keep track of my moves that I liked. And just so you can see, I have the game uploaded. So it's Bobby Fischer versus Sherwin James T. But I'm not looking at I can't see the moves, right? So let's see. So if I make this move, you can see there's nothing changing, right? And so usually the best way to do this is to start somewhere, I probably won't start right at on move one, just because he plays his opening how he wants to play it, right? But so anyway, Bobby is playing as white and James is playing as black. So let's see. He starts with e4. So we can just write. I'm just gonna write on like a newspaper. We just move places. If you notice, the background looks different. I'm in a new house. We have b4. Black responds with c5. And then on move 2, we have knight to f3. Okay, and now he plays e6. And then we have pawn to d3. And from there we have... So I'm going to start about on move 10, because this is all just opening stuff, right? So you know what, we'll just go ahead and... What move is this? I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I feel like this is a good place to start. Move 10. So in this position, we can see both sides are castled. This position looks a bit odd. He's probably going to look to play this maybe in the future. But Bobby Fischer needs to start thinking about ideas about probably how he's going to start opening his developing his pieces, right? So it seems like the bishop may want to go on this square. That could be kind of a nice square to go on. Trying to think. This knight is probably okay where it is. I think here would make the most sense, although then you are kind of breaking that principle of where you've touched the piece twice, right? And the opening principle, generally, you don't do that. So if I had to guess, if I was in this position, I'd play one of these two moves. My guess is I would play knight to c4. So now what I advise you to do is go ahead, if you're writing this down, go ahead and write it down. And write how you would have played it, and then we'll go back and analyze. Knight to c4. So he plays there. Okay, and so we have a pawn push. So, in response, there's that. Okay, so I guess he's fighting for this push, maybe, and to, kind of take out this way and just control the center. When I look at it, that's kind of what this looks like. So, my guess is his next move will be d4. Yep, and we see d4. So, I can write 11, d4. Yeah, and you just keep track of the moves because that way you can go over the different lines when we go back. So move 11 d4, and the idea is if takes it might be more accurate to take this way. I'm not sure. I would here maybe. I'm not sure. But we'll see. Does he take? He doesn't take. So I don't think Bobby Fischer should take either. But also too, there's not a ton of great moves that I'm seeing here. This definitely looks like a strength that we have. So pushing here looks almost good. But I don't think it is because we don't have here. It's defended twice anyway. Um, Taking there is probably not good. I don't think it's good. I still like jumping knight out here or out here to try and free this bishop up to move. Knight here is okay, but after this move, like we have to find another. We have to move again. So maybe knight to b3. Maybe knight to b3 is what I play. So I'm gonna write that down for move 12. Knight to b3. Okay, so he just keeps pushing the pawn. He plays e5. Okay, and now I don't think James can just allow this to happen. So he probably has to take back. Okay, he doesn't take back. Wow. It seems like he's giving White a ton of control. Let's see, what would be a good move for White here? Again, I still think this knight is kind of blocking the way. Apparently Bobby Fischer didn't really agree because he doesn't seem too worried about it. But here is maybe not so good. Maybe now he has knight here. I'm thinking here is maybe not so good because after he takes here, we don't really, I mean, we could take back, but then they just take back, and now we've blocked off our defender. I'm wondering about knight here. Kind of defending the square, opening up the bishop. This is defended, and if he pushes here, now we have this nice, lovely little outpost for our knight. And after this, then I guess we're just we're just equal in material. So again, for me, this knight is in the way. I would play knight to c4. Okay, so he captures. I didn't write that down. That was 13, knight, c4. I think that's like 3 out of the last 4 moves that I've looked to try and move the knight. Oh, shouldn't have given that. But yeah, that seems like a fair move just to kind of... Now we've finally developed our knight a little bit better, and it's attacking something in the center. So yeah, that seems natural. That was move 14. Let's see how James responds. He pushes the pawn. So in this position, I think kind of what would be best. We can trade. Doesn't seem so bad. And we almost have like a skewer, but this knight is a little bit pesky, a little bit annoying. What if we played here, here? Do we have any threats of jumping out here with the idea of maybe getting the queen involved? And this frees up the bishop to take here, allowing us to then play here without the knight getting in the way. Personally, I kind of like that, but maybe it's a bit offbeat just to take back with the knight, and then move this knight out here. So I'm gonna write. This is gonna be a little line. So I'm gonna write 2 moves here, because yeah, I think knight takes on d6, followed by, I'm gonna put a little arrow. Knight to g5. Knight, g5. Okay, that's what I would do. That's kind of the line that I see. And again, the idea is I want to bring this bishop in, but I need to get rid of this knight first, so I need to kind of clear these pieces out of the way to be able to take. So he takes. Okay, so we got the first move right, and we got the second move right. Look at that. I should be a grandmaster. Okay, so yeah, so that was move 15 and 16. Correct. So now we're on to move 17. And let's see. I'm wondering, this is probably no good. And it's not really that threatening. I mean, of course you could threaten checkmate. But then they have here. I'm wondering, do you have any like sacrificial lines? Maybe you bring your queen here, they push up, you take. They probably don't want to take you, because then you just can take back. And then maybe they have this move. Oh gosh, it's complicated. So anyway, it's their turn. Let's see how they respond. Okay, they bring the knight back. So they're going to just replace that knight after. So, okay, so how can we, let's see. I do like that, but then again, after this move, I'm just a little bit stuck on what exactly the idea is for us. Do have this nice, I mean, we could go here, simply, and they have to play that, or even this move. Although that move weakens this pawn considerably, because then we can just take. How weak is this pawn? Like it. I don't think it's that weak. I'm looking at, these are my candidate moves, queen to here or takes. If takes, they take back. No, they take back this way. In which case, I just don't know. Would queen here work? I mean, then we see this. I think, and we have to move the knight out of the way or give it up. Well, let's see. If we play queen here, they also have this move, which is really annoying. But on one hand, we could play like here, but I don't think that would work because then they could just take, and we would take, and then they take here, and then they just up a piece. So yeah, I think actually that doesn't work because this move is very strong. Like how do you do anything? And even here, I guess you could play out here saying they can't take you, but like all they have to do is play here. Well, and I guess you might be able to sneak in that way. But then they have like that move. So yeah, I don't think queen here is correct. Queen here, this move stops it all the same, but now we have this skewer, which is kind of what we were hoping for in the beginning. But they do have this move, and then I'm just not really too sure what we're doing from here. And if we just take, they would take this way. I don't know, then maybe we go here? No, but we've lost the piece that's helping us. This is a tricky one. I'm really not sure. This is kind of, let's see. I think, no, taking would be better. I would probably play queen to c2. So that's what I'm going with. I'm marking it down. Queen to c2. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, he blocks with the knight. I was expecting this, to be honest with you. Because now do we not? No, we don't, because that's still protected. Okay, from here, I mean, we could try and push and kick this knight off, but actually, we could try and push and kick the knight off. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I would do, although, am I missing something? I mean, that's not a fork, that's just losing. Both of those are just losing. Here, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I think h4 is, okay, cool, yeah. You guys are gonna think that I've looked at the game before. I promised I haven't. Surprised I'm guessing these correctly. And the idea is basically just to kick the knight out, pretty simple. So he responds by bringing that knight in. And now we can't really push that without getting taken, so that much is kind of obvious. But let's see. How can we get our pieces a little bit more involved here? If we go here, he takes, and that was the whole point of pushing that, was to kick the knight, and so we haven't kicked the knight. So that does nothing. I do like bishop to e4. simply threatening to take this knight and then still have this nice skewer that we've been talking about. But also, don't I just have this now? Because if he takes me, then how does he stop checkmate? Oh, but now this is stopping checkmate. Everything's so wrapped up. Okay, well, with that much said, then I think I would play bishop e4 here, here, and now we still have this threat. Yeah, I like bishop to e4. Seems good to me. So I'm going to move number 19, b to e4. Oh, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. So this must be a brilliant move because I don't see the follow-up. Yeah, what? That looks crazy. So he goes here. They take this way. I don't know. It's like here maybe, but what's the point? He just takes now. And we have no protection. Do I go with bishop e4 now? And just try and remove this, but also threaten this? But even if I threaten here, like, can he not just move here? That doesn't look very, very good. Let's see. This is a Bobby Fischer game, so did he do anything crazy like here? I doubt it. Just defended too many times. I was thinking here, and if they take, then maybe you get some queen activity, bring the piece around, and are threatening checkmate. I don't know. From this position, I think bishop to e4 is what I would play. Oh, so now he pushes the pawn. Interesting. So this was a sacrifice to remove the defender of this square so that he could kick the knight, right? Well, I didn't write it down. I said bishop to e4. I think move number 19 is going to be the interesting one to look and see how that would have continued if I didn't find the the crazy knight sacrifice here. So now he's kicked this, and I guess he doesn't really have a good square to land on. If he goes here, then he's getting the forked anyway, or skewered anyway. But I think probably it would be best just to go ahead and play the skewer, right? I would play bishop. Yeah, bishop to f5 is what I play on move 21. Bishop to f5. Is there, what could, the queen can't, the queen has to move out of the way. He can't really protect this piece, so we should just be winning the rook. Yeah, okay. So he finds the skewer, and so I was going fast because I was just thinking to take. So I would have done 22. Bishop takes on b8, and then 23. Well, I'm not too sure. We'll see how he would have. I'm not too sure how he would have responded. So anyway. We have takes the knight, which again, this kind of, but how do you get out of that? That's tricky, actually. That's really tricky. How do you prevent this from being taken? I don't think you can. You can't move it here. It's going to get taken here. And there's nothing to protect it with, so you've just lost it. I think maybe here might be his best bet. Let's see how he responds. Okay. So yeah, bishop takes rook, right? I'll write it down. Bishop takes on b7. Bishop takes on b7. Whoa. He's not even taking back. Okay. 24. I don't know. It doesn't seem like the king is the king that vulnerable? I'm not seeing it because after here, maybe you take back this way, but your queen isn't like immediately involved for checks. So anyway, let's see. So he takes back with the queen. Gosh, I would probably take the pawn now, I guess. Yeah, I think you have to play h takes g6, move 24. H takes g6. Yeah. And then if king takes, then maybe you play rook to e4. Yeah, rook to e4. Cool. And the idea is you're gonna have a discovered attack with, like if bishop were to move here, right? You're winning the queen one way or the other, because it's a discovered attack and it's check. So yeah, so saw the rook to e4, it's already e4. Hopefully you guys can see me. I don't know. Okay, yeah, no, we're good on the light. So yeah, e4. I think that's a simple enough threat. He gets out of the way of it. Do we have this type of move? I'm not sure that we do. Like because he can just block and get his pieces kind of in the game, and we don't have a follow up with here immediately because then queen takes. Unless there's something crazy. Is there something crazy like here? He's probably gonna want to block. Wondering, do you even have like queen here? And if they take back, you just play rook here? Although I feel like that's definitely losing. That can't be right. But I do think the bishop wants to be on this square. Anyway, I think the next move I would play would just to give him the check. He plays here. And then you're going to have to try and find a way to get more pieces involved somehow. Unless, is there any ideas of this getting played? I'm not sure. No, I think I'd stick it safe here, here. It's pinned, right? So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's protected anyway. He's not going to be able to bring this in. And if he just plays back somewhere, then maybe like queen here, and you're just going to try and somehow, I don't know, get involved in the whole checkmate process. I mean, maybe you could play queen here and trade off queens and have the rook here. But yeah, I think for move 26, I would play bishop to e5, bishop e5. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so he just drops back and he says, I'm just going to play here anyway. Seems that. So I think the whole point of this should have been to play rook here, right? Or even rook here looks pretty strong. And of course, if you ever moved in front, you have this, so he'd have to move like back here. But now he's kind of trapping his piece, so he may want to play all the way back here. And now you do have this move, or this move. Actually, this move might be stronger. Not sure, but I like this move a lot. I think that this move is better than just the check. Because with just the check, I mean, I think he can just go here, here. Oh, that would be really bad, wouldn't it? No, because then he blocks. And then I'm not too sure. Oh, but then you have here, right? And it's a pin, so you're winning the queen. Sorry, just to say, if he goes here, back here, you have here. I think his only move is knight here, and then you go here, and now you have the queen, which is pinned to the king, right? Because this defender's removed, or the thing that was blocking the two. And if I go check, and he runs out here, or here, I think runs into this issue, but maybe even like runs into it even harder. Because now you have to go here, we're bringing this in. I'm not too sure. I guess he has to jump out to one of these squares. If he's there, you can get the queen involved. Like, I don't see the end to the whole attack, but I'm sure that can't be good for him. Here he has this move. I don't know. I still like this move. Maybe it is not as forcing, but if he wants to keep the queen, then he has to find some creative way to do it, and it kind of gets us ready to play on this diagonal, and I think he kind of closes off his support. So I'm going to say rook to h3. Nice. So that was move 27. Rook h3. Okay, and from here, yeah, he has to move his queen back, but he probably needs that square. And now maybe this move is a little bit more viable. I'm wondering if this is a good move to just try and get this piece involved and bring more attackers to the party. You have like this move if you just wanted to try and pull the queen away. I don't think that's it. I think we have this move here. And if he goes here, then we just take, right? And like it is probably checkmate in a few. And if we go here, what if he just blocks? If he just blocks, then we probably need to get more pieces involved. We need to play here, I think, and threaten this. Or maybe we played immediately. I'm not sure. But I think giving the check here, bishop to e5, so that's 28. Bishop e5 is good. Yeah, okay, cool. So he blocks with the knight. Okay. We do have this check, but I think he may be able to run in this case. Because I'm not too sure, like, how do we stop him from running? I mean, you have to bring this out, maybe go here and try and like stop him, or like here. I guess you have this move and you're kind of threatening this, right? But here, if he goes here, and you can threaten there, all he has to do is play here. Although, then you just take, but then he takes. And it's not so obvious. You take here, here, and I think you're just down a piece. So that can't be it. I doubt this is it, because this could just be easily replaced. I'm like trying to think of ways that we can get the queen active. I like this move. I think it's very simple and it's very hard to defend against. Queen to d2. So I'm gonna put that 29. Queen to d2. Okay, and we see it in the game. Nice. And let's see how does our opponent respond. He moves the king out of the way. Right. So here, let's see. What would I want to do if I was Bobby Fischer? I would probably play here. Here, and then I guess maybe you have this idea. And then after blocks, then you could take with check. He takes, you have, that would be checkmate, I believe. No, it wouldn't. They could just move back. I do like queen here, but I think that now he goes here, and I guess you have this move, and he could go here. My guess is this move is a little bit better. No, he couldn't go here because your queen's blocking off. He has one move, so he has to. So if we go here, let's see. I guess he could play here, but then you have this move, and that is just checkmate, I think. So I think we go here. He has to try and play. He has to play king here. We go here, check. He has to run the king here. And I'm wondering if we take here first. Does that not give time for this? It does, but I guess we have that. I don't entirely see it. I do think queen to g5 is almost unstoppable though. So yeah, queen to g5. Does that move 30? Queen to g5. Move 31 is next. Okay, but here you might have this move, right? Just to be able to play here, and then here, here. A little tricky. Wondering about this move. Don't know about that one. You do have here, and then after here you have... I mean, could it just be like to play here? With the idea of going here, and if here, then you have this move, but they have that move. But I guess you take here. I can't imagine that's it. And you just trade queens, and it's not enough. Here, here, don't take the queen, but play here instead. If here... No, that can't be it either. I mean, gosh, I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel like here is best. Here, here, here. Check. Blocks. Maybe takes, takes, takes. Now you have a tie game. So maybe you take here first. Actually, I bet you take here. They play here. You give them a check. They have to drop back. Here is their only move. You give them another check. They have to block. You could take with check. I don't know. Honestly, I can't see it. Let's see. I think this is the right move, though. So I'm just going to write it down as move 30. Run rook to h7. Rook h7. Okay. Okay, so he went with the bishop. Okay, so bishop, queen takes, rook to h7 check on move 32. Rook h7 check. Alright, now king has to go back. And do you have... I mean, I was looking at like bishop to c6. Check. And after here, I mean, do you have this move? But I just struggle to see the point of that, because like they could just, they can't do that, but they could just run. And what do you do? Like, I mean, you take a check, then they just take back. I guess you could take again with check, then they take back. Yeah, I mean, you have a check here, but they just block it. And then you're kind of out of luck. I don't know, honestly. I don't think this is the right move. I don't know. I think I say we give the check. I say we play bishop to c6 check. And I think if nothing else, then it works out equal. Bishop c6 check. Okay, so he takes the queen. So then rook takes. Oh, rook takes rook. Interesting. Why not? Why not rook takes? Why not rook takes here? I mean, I don't know why rook. We'll have to go back and look at it. Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry. I meant to go forwards, but yeah, sure. Check here, and I think no matter what, the next move is going to be queen takes here. Yeah. Okay. And so he resigns. And I think it's because he can't stop queen takes here, right? He can't move this way. If he blocks here, then we have queen takes. He has to move. And then, let's see, is he getting checkmated? If he is, to be honest with you, I don't see it immediately. Queen here, check. I mean, I think you have to play here, check, you move here. I mean, you could play here, they take, and then what, you just go into a relatively equal endgame, but you're up a queen, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure. Let's go through this game then, real quick. Are you guys still able to see me? It's getting a little bit dark where I am, but it looks like you can see me okay. So yeah, let's go through. We'll kind of go through the moves. So we started on move 10. Move 10, turn on the engine eval, and we'll turn on the lines too. And I'm going to widen this a little bit so that you guys can maybe see. I'm gonna cover my face up, but that's alright, you guys don't need to see my face anyway. Okay, from here, let's see, I put knight to c4, I liked getting out of the kind of out of the way here. Is it not letting me make the moves? Oh, well, it's because we already made the move. Number 10, knight to c4. I like knight to c4 here. In the computer, you can see in the eval, it's not the top line. d4 is the top line, which is what we see in the game. Knight to c4, it's slightly inaccurate, probably, is what it would set it as. Okay, so, yeah, we see d4, 11, I put d, what did I put? I wrote d4, I probably meant, did I mean d5? I'm not sure what I meant there, but okay, yeah, so we see e5, and then here, and then I think I put knight on move 12, knight to b3, just to try and get this bishop activated. So let's see. This move, so, okay, so black already made a mistake, apparently, moving the knight here, and this move kind of, it's a miss, right, because now we've missed it. And we see why black made a mistake after takes with the bishop, and now we're attacking this bishop, right? This is move 13. Knight to c4 is what I put, also attacking the bishop, but I guess it's better to go towards the king. And yeah, now we can take the bishop, and again, like, we just have this piece that looks a little bit, it's kind of weak, right? Knight to d2. So this wasn't so interesting. The computer wants us to play here. That's weird. I don't think anyone would ever play that way. Oh, the computer says it's already equal. What's the deal here? Bobby Fischer had a move c4 here. And it says that he should just be winning material. Knight d to b4 is the best move. And then after you, what is it? E takes d6 here. And let's just say that you take back, I don't know, it would want you to take back with the queen. And then you can play a3. And if it doesn't want to lose the knight, well, he could, no, I don't think that would work. I think you would have to play here. And now you play knight to e4. No. sorry, knight to e4 here, threatening the queen. And I don't think they have... Could they not queen trade? No, because R is defending it. So if they just drop back here, we play d5. I don't know, let's just say they take. We take back. And they plop their knight on this outpost. And we take, they take, we take, and it doesn't even like us taking back that way. That's crazy. Bishop to f4 is best, just threatening the rook. Alright, so we don't get that line in the game. I think that line's a little bit inhuman, so I'm not surprised we didn't get it. But yeah, let's see, we continue on move 13. Move 13, we finally see knight to c4, which is what I had written down. It seems like I skipped move 14. I think I said something like... I don't think I said... Did I say take? I can't remember if I wanted us to take or not. You have to check the footage. So we get that, and then now knight takes on d6. Oh, I mixed up my order. Yeah, I'm like one ahead. So yeah, I did say that we should take and then play knight g5. So that's what we get in the game. And then we have on the next move, queen to c2 is what I put, and that's what we get. Simply kind of giving that checkmate threat. The computer likes g6 best. I was surprised to see this move, although it's, again, a very good move. It's actually the best move now, or one of the best moves if you look in the engine right there, but this is the move that I was expecting to see. But we see the knight go here, and it looks... so I don't think I was expecting... Did I say h4? I did write h4, yeah, so just to try and kick the knight. h4, and then here I put bishop to e4, and let's see, knight takes. This is a good find. It's probably a brilliant move. Queen to e2 would have been better. Queen to e2 is the best move, for some reason. This move is inaccurate, or a mistake even. You can see the eval bar on the left side of the screen. It goes from white completely winning to white being completely equal. So I wouldn't say it's a blunder, but yeah, definitely not the best move. So he plays knight here, and then I thought again that bishop to e4 should be played, but h5 is the only thing that keeps everything on the board, or that keeps us just from totally losing, because here now we're just down a whole piece. So we had to see that the pawn goes here, right? And then we played bishop to f5. What did I say? Yeah, after here, bishop to f5. Yep, that makes sense. And then I would have just... It likes takes with the knight best, and I guess that's probably good accuracy, and why... and even rook to b7 is the best move, which looks like odd. I mean, I think, like, I don't know, to me it looks like you can't save your rook either way, so you might as well... I don't know, not that move, I guess. I guess that makes sense then, because that's the only thing kind of untangling your pieces. Okay, and so anyway, we see... I thought that we straight up should have just taken here. But then they have knight takes on g2. And after king takes on g2, they have b7 check. Bishop to b7 check, and they're winning actually that piece back. So now we've traded two pieces for a rook, which is not advantageous for us. So yeah, good, fine on Bobby Fischer, I guess, to be able to see that. And so now it takes b8. Okay, so here I still put that we should take on b7 with the bishop. But again, it doesn't like that as much as bishop to e4. And here they just take back, and we're about equal. But this attack that we get in the game, right, after h6, actually we don't get it in the game, we get h6, which is one of the top engine lines, but not as strong as bishop to e4. And so he takes back with queen. And yeah, now we see that the pawn takes on g7. Pawn takes g7. And then rook to e4, which we do see. Yep. Again, just kind of a strong move. But I was surprised to see dropping back here. Rook to e3 is the top engine move. I liked this move, but the computer says it's still winning. However, f6. And I guess you just kind of have to go right back. So yeah, no, that makes sense why that's not a very good option. Okay, so we see e3. Yeah, we see e3, and then we see rook to h3, which again, to me made the most sense. Drops back, and then after this I said bishop to e5 check, and that's what we get. And then we have, I put queen to d2 next, and that's what we get, just adding an attacker. And the next one I put queen to g5, which is what we get. And then we get this, endgame that we're going into, or kind of like this crazy endgame. I said here that rook needs to be played, but I guess we needed to get rid of the, because although rook h6 is the top engine move, I said rook to h7, but this just loses to this, and yeah, I guess I didn't have any good backups. But I did toy around with that idea, but ultimately I need to be able to find those, right? So bishop takes, and then rook h7, yeah, okay. Bishop c6 is what I put, bishop to c6 check, adding this check. It's a very good move, but not the best. The best move is queen takes on f6. Again, they probably don't have a choice but to, I don't know why they didn't take back this way, and then here, 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 and now you're just up a rook, right? But with this move, so he resigns here, he has bishop to d7, and we can play queen takes here, and after here, then we have, I actually didn't really see it, but queen to d6 just threatening this, right? Let's say we try and hold it all together. It's best to play here. They have to take with the rook. We play here. There you go. King to e7, and then rook to e1. Oh yeah, this is really bad. So yeah, now there's no winning. That's kind of how the game could have continued, I guess. But this is a tricky move to see. What are some of the other moves? Because I don't know if I would have found this, to be honest with you. I probably would have just taken. And we have rook takes on d7. Yep. And then from here, like, I don't really know what I would have done. Like, this is just a blunder. Probably would have played takes here. And it looks like that's all right. And then after this, we probably need to play rook to h. Yeah, I was gonna say we can't play king to either of these. We'd have to play here just because we don't want to fall into checkmate, right? That'd be bad. But they play rook to h7, and then let's see. We probably from there it says queen to c6 is good. Just protecting that square makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, well, that was it. Let's see. It may be fully dark now. It is fully dark. Well, that was it for today's game. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm planning to do more of these, just random games. We can go through some of Bobby Fischer's old ones. We can go through some just other people, Magnus Carlsen, me like the Gukesh. But I don't want to do anything that's too covered. Anything too mainstream, because I feel like there's a lot of better YouTubers out there who know a bit more on what they're talking about in terms of like the chess. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this type of style and this format. If you want me to do something different, let me know. but I think this could be fun, and you guys can play along. And yeah, I haven't seen too much out there, too many people out there doing this on YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try and get one out once a week, but yeah, we'll see, time permitting. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.